like I'm pregnant, but I now 6'1" inches. Look, you guys, it's even showing up on camera. I'm having a contraction. Woo. It feels like this. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Ivy, and I'm so glad that you're here. If you clicked on this video, it's because today we're out of breath. Pregnant life, and I'm pretty sure there's water all over my face. We're talking about my 11th week of pregnancy, and wow, I have water all done on me. I'm so glad that I've made it this far. I'm so glad that week 11 is over. I will do a whole nother video on morning sickness, but I have to tell you, the last like 4 weeks, pretty much since my last sit down, I think it was at 7 weeks, has been really rough. Not gonna lie to you. I think I thought in my mind, like, or at least I was trying to be positive that this pregnancy could be different, would be different, and although it was in some aspects, it was rough. The thing that I do have to say is having a toddler, it did help me not like dwell on it as much, which was good and bad. Like, I couldn't exactly stay in bed all day, but at the same time it was like, I don't know, it was just a little bit different. Last time I was really sick, and I put in all this effort to like feel better and do all of these things, and this time I was kind of like, it is what it is. It's the beginning of pregnancy. I'm so lucky to have this growing little peanut in my belly, and if I'm sick, I'm sick. So it just kind of was like, I allowed myself to kind of like halt the world, if you will. So I'll do a whole nother video on like morning sickness and what I did to help things. I actually did figure something out towards the end of it all, which has led me to feeling amazing right now. Coincidence with timing, did it actually work? I don't really know, but we'll do another video all on morning sickness after this video. So today we are talking about 11 weeks pregnant. Again, I am using the Bump app for those of you that want to know. There's a bunch of them out there. This one is free. Let me catch my breath. So right now, baby is 1.61 inches. Baby is the size of a lime. Now, just so you know, for like reference, I'm filming these like weeks at the end of each week. So technically right now I am 12 weeks, but it's because I want to be able to go through the entire week of what 11 weeks was like, if that makes sense. So I'll go ahead and show you my belly, and then we'll get into everything. This is what we're looking right now. I know some of you are probably like, whatever, blah, 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 but this is what it's looking like. It's kind of nice to document this because, like, I know pretty soon here I'm gonna forget what this even felt like or looked like. I remember looking back at videos of Barley and being like, I don't even remember looking like that, you know? So it's just kind of like a nice reminder for me that it will go back down. So yeah, at the end of each night, it feels very hard. It feels just, I feel very full, and I remember that with Barley too. I definitely also remember at about 14 weeks with Barley that there was really no more hiding it. And this one, I kind of feel like that right now. It's super awkward at the gym and stuff because like, one, I haven't been going as much over the last like 5 weeks or so because we had the flu and I've been having morning sickness, so I definitely haven't been going as much. And I feel like all the people in my regular classes are like, is this girl like been just eating cake or what? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I don't like know them like totally well enough to be like, hey, like I'm pregnant, but I also see them on a weekly basis, you know? A couple of them I have told, but it's just super weird, you know what I mean? I can like see people like side-eyeing me, like, you know? Anyways, I'm sure it's just me and in my head, but my body definitely looks different, and that's fine. Okay, baby's skin is see-through, but is on his or her way to looking more like a baby. Baby's fingers and toes aren't webbed anymore. Tooth buds, hair follicles, nail beds are forming. At 11 weeks, you'll probably notice some subtle changes like an increase in discharge. and a dark vertical line appearing down the center of your belly. I did have that with barley. It was hard to say if it was the vertical line or if it was my tinea versicolor. So if you're new here, I know I have a lot of new friends here. I do have tinea versicolor. I've had it for a long time. A lot of it is connected with my stomach trouble that I dealt with for years and years and years. And anyways, when I had barley, I did have like a long line of straight tinea versicolor. So it's crazy. Tinea versicolor does get out of control when you're pregnant. A lot of women get it when they're pregnant and then it goes away afterwards. I've had it forever and it just gets a lot worse when I'm pregnant. So it'll be interesting to see being pregnant this time of year, like going into full summer, being super pregnant. It'll be interesting to see how it is. And why I say that is because it thrives in like moisture. So we'll see. Anyways, let's see, your body at 11 weeks, you guys. Fatigue and nausea, don't worry, you should start to feel better like yourself soon. This week, for sure, I had a couple days where like I started to feel better. I'm like, okay, it's the end, this is over. And then I started to feel really, really bad again and just kind of had to lay down and just deal with it. Pregnancy. Yeah, I had a couple days where like I felt so good and I started to do too much and then it just hit me wham like a wave. So I just had to lay back down. So that was kind of a bummer. But I just went with it. We had guests here as well. We pretty much had guests during this whole time of being sick, which it was good and bad. It was good because they could help like play with barley and stuff, but it was bad because I just felt like, one, such a bad host, and two, I just felt like I didn't have energy to really like entertain them and like be my exciting, energetic self. One of the groups that was here was my parents, so like they were totally understandable, and then my aunt was here and so she was great and playing with barley, and then my brother was here and like he was obviously understandable, and then my sister and her husband and their 7-month-old were here. So everyone was understandable, but it was just really poor timing because I just couldn't be super, you know, fun and like energetic. Some of the days I was, and I definitely recommend to you guys, if you guys feel good, take full advantage of it. Like go do all the things that you can't do on the days when you're feeling awful. And on the days that you're feeling awful, like there was one day in particular, if you follow me on TikTok, it's ivy_carnegie. I did a TikTok on this. Like I had scrambled eggs mashed to my carpet. I had mango on my wall. There was stuff everywhere and I was so sick. And I just got to the point where I'm like, I'm thankful for these sticky fingerprints everywhere. And I'm thankful for this morning sickness that is making me feel so icky that I can't do anything. Like I am so lucky to live this life of a little bit of chaos right now, you know? So if that's you, just like embrace it. It won't be forever. For most women it's not. I know some women do have morning sickness the whole time. As far as tiredness, yes, I've definitely been tired, especially on the days that I hit the gym. I'm usually ready for bed about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I do just get tired and it's okay. I just kind of go with it because I know once I have two, the likelihood of being able to just go to bed at 7 o'clock is not very likely. So I've just been trying to go with it. I've also been trying to just soak up my snuggling with Barley while she's an only child, which totally makes me like super emotional. I'm pregnant, so I'm emotional anyway. But it just like, I love her so much and I want to give her everything, and it's like scary to think that I'm gonna be divided. And I made a post on Instagram, which maybe wasn't the best idea, but I made a post on Instagram to have women tell me what was harder, going from 0 to 1 children or going from 1 to 2. And so many women like were like, 1 to 2 is crazy. There's a lot of women that were like 1 to 2 is fine, but there's a lot of women that also said was like 1 to 2 is absolute chaos. So I know there's a lot of things that play in that, like how helpful their partner is and time of year they have the baby and how old their first child is and all of those things, how well their birth went, you know, was their recovery hard, did they have postpartum depression, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of things, but maybe I shouldn't have posted that. But anyways, yeah, back to 11 weeks, sorry. going off. It was good. I'm happy to be in week 12. I'm very, very excited to do the next video on week 12 and to do the video on things that help me with morning sickness. So that'll be coming. So if you guys are new, hit the subscribe. I've got tons of baby content coming up. I have another video coming up that's what I eat in a week. So it's not like super detailed every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but it's more like snacks and just things that I eat throughout the week. So that one's coming also. So if you guys are interested in that, please let me know. And if you haven't already, join my Facebook group. It's called Pretty Balanced Health Enthusiast. I know you can't comment on my channel, so it'll help you guys comment on there and tell me what you guys want to see. I know so many of you want to see recipes. I'm going to try to do that, especially now that I'm feeling better. So anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. There's so many new people on here, and I love you guys, and I'm so glad that you're here. And I will see you on my next video. Bye.
No, no.